Run everything over! Run everything over! Ah! Everything's shooting me. I don't like it. I think I ran significantly more of them over this time, though. Hey there. Oh no, so tragic. Poor guy. Uh-oh.
Ryder, about time you joined the party.
Yeah, I might hang back this time. That was a bad time last time. Hey friend, how you doing? Still Kroganing? Good job.
We've got targets.
That is a dense number of bad things over there. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang back a bit. They've got accuracy at range too, which is a problem a lot of the time. Okay, problem. Look at you taking cover like someone who doesn't want to die. Sometimes you don't do that. I get concerned. Aha! Oh, you're not dead yet? Hey, 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 stick your head out. Oh, right. The whole reloading thing. No! Oh god, no. That's not what I wanted to do.
That's it, kid. Keep it up.
I wasn't taking cover, so so when I realized that, I reflexively tried to press a button to take cover, but there's no cover button. That's not how this works. Hey there. Ow. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Color me impressed.
You feeling alright, Mr. Anointed? Can I anoint you straight to hell? Oh yeah, jump further away from cover. That's the good plan. A+ strategist right there. Boing.
Nice.
I like the little X that pops up that says that last thing you did totally killed someone. It's really useful for telling whether or not the thing you did actually worked out, because some of these guys are really far away. Hey there, aren't you a little problem? There you go.
Nice.
You may be a problem, but they call me the problem solver. Nobody calls me that. But if I kill everyone, I can say everyone calls me that. Because no one's left. Is that gonna... Yep. Didn't know if I aimed that correctly. Hopefully that reaches them. Really can't tell. It's really far away. Hi. You're really irritating. Could you please drop your shields? It's like my #1 goal right now is to make you not have shields anymore. There we go. Oh, I wasn't locked on because I wasn't scoped. So shields are gonna come back soon, I think. There we go. I like the 3-directional reticle for cooldowns.
That fight was fun.
You're telling me?
You could really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I mean, just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
Wow, if we go by this standard, I should expect to get a new party member approximately every hour. Every time I land on a new planet that has any failed colonists on it, just boom, instant new friends.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
I say scientific. Aren't we here to explore?
I say military. There's too many threats out here.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
Prioritize research and discovery. That's our foundation. And our future.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
Andromeda Initiative, this is Ryder. Pathfinder. EOS is ready for deployment.
Copy that. Outpost block inbound. And ready as hell. August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
I feel like I should toss you the keys. Be nice. It's been through a lot.
Understood. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. EOS is far from golden. But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
I wonder if there's like a delete Addison's makeup mod on the market already. Because like, not only does it look terrible just across the board and make her face look weirdly clownish and strange, but also looks really out of place for the setting and what we're doing here. Like, I'm gonna put on my makeup and my anti-radiation suit, haha.
I appreciate your candor. We're all on the same side.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wow, fuck you too.
The reality, Rider? You brought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point from the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed, but after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
We didn't come to a new galaxy to argue about who's right.
It got us this far. Talk to Bradley. Later, we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
Whoa, that's a big spike of viability, like, instantaneously. Speaking of which, just to double check. Nope, we need to wait for the radiation to clear still, so that's not done yet. So that's how that must be how they gate the progress away from you being able to go out to those places that are further off. I've said this before, but I just wish the map would give me radiation ranges as I discover them, because I can't tell where the radiation stops and starts that stops me from continuing. It's not on the map. That's kind of a bummer. I want to know where I'm allowed to go. And it's not really enticing to I don't know, grind up against every single boundary of the map until I find out the exact extents I'm allowed to go down. Especially with the driving and all the cliffs everywhere that can put a squash on that. No new points. Alright, so the viability is like way up, right? Is that list? Yeah, it's 78. It's listed here. Oh, and we have new things going on here in our new area called... What was the name again? Because that was a new one for me. Oh, there's a memory trigger here. Am I up here? I am up here. Okay. I'm nowhere near my own vehicle. Tempest, fast travel disabled. Huh. Well, let's go down there and take a look around, huh? We got people to meet with. And I've got a new colony name to remember. Kinda cut it close, huh? We'll just drive right up against this cliff, see what happens. It'll be fun. Yep. Oh, he's fine. Oh, look, there's a loop. Awesome. I see that kind of loop, and the first thing that comes to mind is like the thing that you use in like Sonic the Hedgehog to do like a loop-de-loop when you run.
Life support at 100%.
It looks like a Hot Wheels track in the middle of my outpost. Wow, they settled in fast. Or we had a major time jump. This one has... Look at the turrets here. This is kind of major. So where my location was. Whoa! That was a weird place to center the map on. So right ahead, there's somebody to talk to. And to think, I was almost thinking of leaving. Should I scan these? Nope. I was curious. Oops. There's someone local, right?
Already getting requests from the Prodromos labs.
Prodromos, there we go.
That's who we are.
Really hope all those scientists will be safe out here.
Henderson at the shuttle landing pad told me.
Yeah, we'll see about that, I guess. Is that Addison? No, it's not Addison. It's a merchant. That looks a lot like Addison. The Pathfinder Helmet 2. 3% damage resistance, 8% weapon accuracy. Costs 264 credits. Not a lot else going on, really. Just the helmets. Is there a compare item button? Select item. That's it. You can just buy it around the spot. There's no compare. Kind of awkward. And I can't even look at my helmets, apparently. Right, because you can't look at the one that's currently equipped. Weird. Oh well, we're like an inch away from hitting level 7, which I hope to do. Here's the terminal. Formal request for Darket Tiravan, number 28. Making the request again, Bradley. I know it's not your fault. I know she's supposed to be second wave, but I want a trail so that when all this calms down in a few years, we can get proper outraged about how long it took to reunite families, especially ones hurt during the Site 1-2 mess. You know broken promises is a thing, right? Requesting the deployment of Darket Tiravan, W84 Crispin, Exo Study Specialist. Reason? She's an asset that will help viability. She's also my daughter. Does she use one of my cryo points or no? Is that what that is or what? I think that just... Did that just add it to my log, basically? What's on the other terminal? Same stuff, presumably? So where are all my... I'm trying to find where all my resources are, because we do have... That's a dangerous button right there. One of the biggest buttons on the screen is, hey, you want to quit? I have cryo points, apparently. That was a thing that popped up. Kind of curious about that. AVP cryo development perks. Andromeda viability points lead to perks that directly empower your efforts because as Pathfinder, you choose what is important to life on Helios. Speak to Director Addison and her assistant about AVP and decide what experts will shape and strengthen your initiative. So basically, I get to pick who comes out of cryo. Hopefully the sister will be awake by now. Oh, does she become a crew member, I wonder? It'd be weird if she didn't, almost. I would like to have, like, ongoing conversations between my party members, if we can. I mean, between the siblings, like as crew members, that'd be cool. That'd be a cool dynamic. That'd make this game feel especially different from the other ones. Oh, interesting. So this indicates that a tracked quest is off-planet, which is why it's highlighting the Tempest. Good to know, I suppose. And that's just a merchant symbol, I think. The E. Where is it on this thing? Is it on this thing? No, it's not. The E symbol is actually not on the key, is it? I assume it's a commerce thing, because it was nearby. What's the little green person do thing? What's that? That's also not on my legend. Okay. Really useful legend then, though I especially like how it doesn't tell me what anything is. So who's over here? Let's find out what green person icon means. Oh, fluorite. Slightly redundant to collect devices from the middle of my own outpost, because clearly they would find it and use it on their own, right? August Bradley.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Make sure to keep a clear log of what you're doing.
Well, let's save some bandwidth. Busted ass defeat initiative. Copy, paste, repeat. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Fawkes Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
The first two outposts didn't have a chance. It was clear to everyone on the ground.
I saw the brief. I'm making sure every one of our people is eyes wide. You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
Looking back isn't a good use of time. We have to keep building.
Keep is generous. We have to start. Real building, not just survival. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
Well, third outpost, at least.
Prodromos will have more going on when you come back later.
We'll see if we can make this one last more than a few minutes, I suppose. See, so most characters, you talk to them once and it kicks you out automatically after a linear conversation, and then you can talk to them again for more conversation? We'll test that.
Nexus must be waiting, Pathfinder. Relax. There will be more for you on EOS after you get back.
What's behind naming the outpost Prodromos?
It means Forerunner. Languages bore the shit out of me, but we voted fair. That ownership is key to the initiative. That's how you convince a bunch of civilians to jump galaxies. As long as we meet our obligations to the Nexus, what we build and how we organize, we get to figure it out.
Tell me about yourself.
August Bradley, retired from the Alliance. I keep the discipline, but not so much the doctrine. I joined the initiative because it's a frontier. Not a lot of those left. Not that you can reach on my pension anyway.
Any family?
A niece on Earth. We didn't talk after my sister passed.
I've had similar happen to my family.
Yes, well, we stay out of people's grief.
What can you say about the Prodromos block?
Exacting bunch, as the science types always are. We'll eventually allow the staking of claims for groups with enough startup resources. Not quite gold rush, not quite land grants. Honored to lead them for as long as they need me.
My father, your sister. Sounds like we've both lost a lot.
We stay out of people's grief, Pathfinder.
What is that? Stay out of people's grief. You've said it before.
Shit, that's right. You didn't have the block leader death talk. The thing is, you and your father, not unique, just recent. Every initiative species, except maybe Asari and Krogan, went into cryo with friends and family and woke up knowing they were all dead. Everything we build begins with that. The unsaid start to the initiative. So yeah, we stay out of people's grief.
I don't think denying it is the best choice.
Didn't say deny, I said stay out. We all have to own how we deal with it. What's that old saying? Children with dead parents think everything is possible and nothing is safe? That seems like it fits anyone in the initiative. Or maybe everyone.
Any insights about the people running the show from the Nexus?
I only work with Addison. She's by the book. And with all the shit that happened, that's to her credit.
And the others?
I only work with Addison.
Anything you'd say if you weren't in their direct employ?
If I wasn't in their direct employ, I'd give that rat's nest a wide berth. Outposts deal with Addison. She deals with the others. And I don't envy her.
Just looking for a status report. Informal, of course.
Not much to report. We're making life up as we go.
We'll talk another time.
Oh, and Pathfinder, what I said about grief? Every pirate we brought to this cluster woke up with the same reality you did. Maybe think about that when shooting doesn't have to start.
There we go. I think that might be the first acknowledgement we've had by a character of the fact that everyone we left at home is dead now, because humans just don't live that long, and that's just how it goes. 'Cause when you go for 600 years, and that's going to be gnawing the back of everybody's heads that we know. Everyone who's not Asari or Krogan, and even a lot of the Asari and Krogan would be dead in that amount of time at the very least. And that's kind of big. And it kind of might explain some of the friction you get from different types here and there.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
You have to get a lot of those, huh? Sure seems like it. Obvious next step right over there. Take a look around, though. May as well check with scans here and there, so I can find another water containment unit. I'm sorry, hydration containment unit. It's a water tank. Never heard one of those before. Blowing my mind. And mine? At this point, I'm basically just stealing stuff from the outpost that might be useful to them. So is every terminal the same stuff? No, it's not. Quarantine. Best practices. Please remember that everything shipped to the landing pad, especially from off-world rather than sealed Nexus supplies, must go through quarantine procedures via confined observation, spot testing, bacteriological scans, or radioactive sterilization. We are a new presence on Eos, and everything added to the ecosystem will have an effect down the line. Our job is to make sure it's a beneficial one, and strong quarantine practices will really help us out. Hanley Abrams. Addendum. If anyone tries to tell me or Hanley that your shipment's a special case, and that you don't need to bother, you'll be running quarantine twice. Bradley. Radiation alerts for shuttle pilots. That vault doohickey might be clearing the atmosphere, but we've still got pockets of high radiation and bad weather across the continent. Telepresence update. Zones 10 through 12 are still smoking hot, but Zone 8 is showing a drop. Watch your shuttle's radiation shield absorption. They can take up to 190 mega somethings per hour. Crap, I forgot what the unit is for that. I've read it before. Anything more, and you need to head back for a refit. And remember that if you're carrying power cells or radiological equipment, those can throw your readings off. Make sure you're as safe as you think. Pilot McCready. And it's just a flight schedule. Monitoring sweep. Sign up early. Geographical survey flight. Retrieving Team Sigma plans. Team Sigma plus plant specimens. High altitude atmospheric orbit. Time slot. There's still an ongoing quirk that's weird where the top two are marked as unread, but whatever's on the bottom is marked as red every time I open one of these things, and it's never something I've read before. And also I page off. As I scroll around, the things I scroll over become red, but the first one I have to scroll back to, that's really minor, but the part where it marks things as red that I haven't read yet is weird, because it means I have to be careful about that, or I'll... because the game lying to me about what's red or not red could make me miss out on something. There's a lot going on around here. It would actually take a while to explore this place, but I don't know necessarily if it has stuff to explore. Hey, cadmium. I don't know if this is a place you'd want to poke around for a long period of time, aside from maybe fluorite and cadmium deposits and stuff like that, or if there's like hidden interactions that are noteworthy. Could take a while either way. Is it the research station then? Is the research station just on the Tempest? I think either way it's just time to get on the Tempest. So let's head on back. We've been on Eos for a little while. And it was refreshing. It was a good change of pace. I would say that generally the game improved a bit when we got to Eos compared to when we were slogging through what it was a decent amount of front-loaded Nexus content. And
Let's go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
We're adventurers. Whatever makes the squad comfortable is okay with me. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Helios threw us for a loop. Meaning, we're kind of new at this. All of us. So let's figure out what the rules are now, and try to stick to them.
Sounds good.
If there's one thing I know I can do, it's make up rules.
No one said make up rules. Can we please keep anarchy to a minimum?
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical. Good meeting, everyone.
That was almost slightly odd how everyone just took off simultaneously. Huh. Augmentations are rare materials that can be added to some blueprints. Okay. No, it's fine. Just leave without checking to see if I read you or not. I love it. No calls. Okay. Hey, we're back on the ship. We'll see if they ever get more interesting. But my main sticking point so far.
Finally.
Prodromos better be worth all that time Ryder put into it.
If they fail, the Nexus starves. No pressure, right?
So everything we do now relies on civilians planting vegetables.
How are you guys all talking? Where are you guys all that are talking to each other? That was weird. Like, you were in the room. Drac sounded like he was on the radio, which is fine. Then Cora sounded like she was right here somewhere. But there's, like, closed doors? Huh. But yeah, the main sticking point for me on the Nexus so far is that it was a really time-consuming slog of content, which you could argue a lot of it was optional, but I feel like the content of like actual quests like that where you interact with people they're usually more interesting in the Citadel missions in Mass Effect 1 and 3. And like in Mass Effect 1 you walk down the wrong alley and suddenly you're stuck in a room with primed explosives with a self-aware AI trying to defend itself and resigned to the idea of taking you with it if you try to disable it. Like that was some fun. This one was like, oh, somebody's planted some bombs and sabotaging things. You got him. I guess I'll turn myself in. And I was like, that was dry? Huh. So hopefully the Nexus missions will step up. Because I'm a little concerned. So I downloaded the phone app. So my characters are a bit higher level now as a result. How are you guys doing right now? Maybe you're both back already? How's that going? How do I accept the completed mission now? Awaiting debrief. There we go. Successful! The amount of experience you get for successful missions is almost insane. Just that it's the beginning. For me, it's crazy because it's the very beginning of the game, and you're just starting out with these characters, and they're already getting 5-digit numbers for experience. I'm like, you could have started with like, I don't know, 20 experience and worked your way up. It's like it's the type of numbers you see when you're in like your 7th expansion for an MMORPG, and they keep making the numbers higher and higher every 2 years. But they started that way, which makes it slightly weird. Still don't have the funds for a third team. The next one's actually kind of expensive to get towards. Alright, I want these N7 pieces for maximum shields and biotic power damage. It's going to cost me 50 to research this. There we go. Let's get the basic set going, I think. There we go, that cost me 100. There we go, we got the first rank of each one now. I've got 290 left. Could keep going deeper if I want to. But the ranks are going to cost me more. In fact, I don't even have the resources to actually craft any of these yet, with the amount of copper, iridium, platinum needed, and so on. Gonna need more of that stuff. But at least I have them researched, I suppose. Also had my eye on the sniper rifle down here. The Black Widow. Pretty decent damage ranking. A little worried about the ammo. Hopefully balances out. Slowly increases its ammo capacity. I want to give it a shot. If I want to craft this, it's going to cost me what? I've got most of it already. I need 99 more beryllium, and then I'm ready to craft it. Maybe I can get that. For the record, the available vendor does not sell beryllium. A lot of other things, not beryllium.